Mute. Hello,
Hey everyone.
this is Laura and Dimitri from the Chimera office. Hello. Yeah, we are the vacation substitutes for Ilchin, our community manager today. Both of us are gaming designers working on Songs of Silence, and today we want to do a little multiplayer session, but currently we are still searching for more players. So if anybody wants to play, just give us a ping in the Discord channel.
Yes, in the Looking for Game channel on Discord, we're looking for players. We see the first comments here in the chat. Let us know how's the sound, how's the volume. Can you hear us? Can you hear the game in the background? Let us know. This is our first stream.
Yeah.
We never done this. I've been to one stream on when Ilchin did this. I was lurking in the chat, replying to your questions, but first time in front of the camera. So please cut us some slack if we screw up a little.
Yeah, be nice to us.
Be nice to us and let us know if you can hear us well and the game as well. We're waiting for a few more minutes before we start the game. So far, we have one player who said that he or she will join.
Yes, we intend to play a double-sided multiplayer map with 4 players ideally. And yeah, we already picked our faction that we want to play today, right? But we will keep it a secret until last minute.
Okay, no music. So let us see. What if we just make it louder in the game here, not touching the streaming software?
Is that a good idea?
Yes, let us know if that's too loud, if you can hear anything at all. Hey,
Hello.
Korosame. And by the way, excuse us if we mispronounce your names or your nicknames. Always hard. So I increased the volume. Let me know if that's all right, if you hear anything.
It was perfect. Okay, so it was perfect, or is it now perfect?
Oh, the pronunciation was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Is now.
Is now. Okay. Okay. All right. So one more thing, we're going to play a multiplayer match, and we don't have a lot of stuff unlocked in the game on this account. So we'll need someone from the community to host the game for us and post the room code in the chat so everyone can join. I am checking Discord in the background here to see if anyone else is willing to join.
And if we don't find enough players, maybe we can just check out the regular multiplayer.
Yeah, worst case, we're just gonna play a game against AI. Yes, all right. We are waiting for a game to be hosted. Okay. All right, Laura, what is the faction that we're gonna play today?
Don't we want to keep it a secret? Probably everybody will anyway see in a minute. Yeah, we will play as the old race. I think we already picked a hero that was a bit buffed with some changes that we did in the last update. By the way, let us know how you liked the update. I'd be glad to get some input on it. As you all know, we are still in early access. We are still making changes. And every change that we do is basically tested by you. So, yeah, we are constantly trying to further improve the game.
Okay, I see comments that there is no audio in the game. Let us see what we can do here. As we said, this is the first stream that we're doing. Any music now? I increased the volume here on OBS, in case you want to know what I'm doing. I'm not sure if it picks up anything here, to be honest. we are still using the Ilchin's settings, so we hoped it was set up all right. you
Yeah,
never
but
know.
it is not picking it up. Maybe there's
Yeah.
something in the settings.
Yeah, let's try. Device,
Ooh,
desktop.
but it should be the default, right?
We are using just this one, so let's use this one here as well and see.
Okay. Hello, hello. Oh yeah,
now it
now
is.
we should get something.
Okay, let us know if that's too loud, if we should reduce it, if you can still hear our voices. I think we can turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, also there's no sound if we're all tapped out of it. So let us know. No sound still. Wow.
Still no game sound. Okay. Maybe we can change the settings in the game again, Dimitri. It is pretty loud already. Maybe the music we can turn up a bit.
Oh, the music, okay. Let's
Can
try
you view
this.
the game now?
If we don't get any sound now, I think we're just gonna start anyways. That's fine. You can put any. Oh, it's super faint, so we hear something. Ah, that's the beginning.
Okay, then maybe we can maybe turn
Just
it up
increase it
here
a little
in the-
bit. Yeah.
I hope you are not hearing the rain. Here in Munich, it is pouring down rain from the heavens. It is
Yeah. A
rain,
nice,
cats and dogs.
nice break from the heat. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a room code, so we're going to join. You can, if you're also wanting to join the game, you can see the code in the looking for game room on our Discord server. I will also post it here in the chat, just in case. Here it is. All right. Yeah, maybe, as we said, we're not professional streamers. So please excuse us while we struggle with this. Okay, Racer King, thanks for hosting.
And you also play the SD Old Race. Nice.
Yeah, we're also gonna pick the old race and choose the constructor, who used to be a little on the weaker side, probably, but we buffed this hero in the last update. Now the hero is a little tougher. I think he has 2 more HP, new starting cards, increased army size, so it must play much smoother now. So let's see. Spam honor guards. Yeah. Okay, so I will post a final warning maybe on Discord to give a last chance for everyone to join, and then we wait just a few more minutes, and then we maybe fill the places with AI. Maybe not all of them. So this is a double-sided for 6 players, so maybe with 4 players in total will be fine, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, then we can try out the new AI improvements. No, the places are not all taken yet. So please join.
Okay, seems like we have 1 more player. That's cool. Wow, it's really raining outside.
Yeah, like a tropical rain right now.
Part of me wants just to turn the camera towards the window to show you guys, but I don't think it's a good idea
Yeah.
to touch any of the equipment here.
we are glad that everything seems to work now. Okay, a third player joined.
This is awesome.
Crusade. No arbiter. I thought that was a
Void
rule.
Summoner, he's trolling us.
Whoa.
Just kidding. All right. No worries, you can play whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's fine. We want to bring the balance in order in checks so that no faction feels really overpowered. So just play it and play anything you want and let us know. Yes, we nerfed Crusade a little bit. We have a question. What are the things you designed in the game? Laura, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been with the project since the very beginning. Actually, we did multiple phases of the project. There was a prototype first, and then we did a vertical slice and another prototype, and then we went into the full production. So yeah, basically I worked with Alex, our creative director and lead designer, on all of the specs, all the features of the game. Then also the content unit designs, and currently my role is mostly focusing on the level design aspect of the game, on the content map creation. Yeah.
Can you explain what a vertical slice is for our community?
Yeah, so in a vertical slice, you are focusing mostly on showing all of the, not all of the features, but all of the very necessary features to grasp what this game is about and what it will feel like. So for this type of game, this was a huge challenge for us, because a strategy game doesn't work if you only put like 2 or 3 features in, but we basically had to build sort of the perks and the card system and the hero system already, enemies and the battles as well. So it was not possible to just focus on the battle, for example, but we basically needed to, in parallel, build the strategy features already and the battle features. So yeah, that was a huge challenge back then. And since then, a lot changed as well. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, vertical slices are always very tough to do because it needs to be in the target quality. So everything should be working, everything should be fine. It just has a little bit of the overall content, but it must be very polished. So it's a great challenge usually. And as for me, I'm also in the game design team, and I've been in this project since end of last year. And I've been working on balancing mostly together with other designers as well. I'm not the only one who works on balancing. And by balancing, we mean 2 things basically. One is a map, balancing what happens in the map in the campaign, and another thing is just all the values like cooldowns, damage numbers, things like that. So this is where I support the other game designers, tweaking all those numbers and playing the game a lot, obviously, just to see if everything feels nice, and listening to the community as well.
Yeah. So right now, I think we are 4 designers working in the team on the game.
Exactly.
And yeah, each of us has their specialty, I would say. The team is led by Alex, and yeah, basically we are playtesting often together, and yeah, just exchanging how the game feels.
Mm-hmm.
And now also with the community, because in the end you are all also part of this.
All right, nice. So at the moment we have 12 people watching in total, 10 on Twitch and 2 on YouTube seems like, which is cool. Very nice to see. Guys, should we just start maybe the game? Just maybe add one more AI player, Racer King. So we have all 3 factions represented, so just choose whatever you want. Yeah, random. Perfect.
They want to crush us, I think. If I look at his setup.
Botanist. Oh man, he's actually quite strong. He was strong before the update, and with the update, I think he grew even stronger.
We will do our best. That we are designers doesn't mean that we are super good at this game. Just as a warning.
All right. good luck and have fun, guys. Let's do this. Yeah, in the meantime, Laura, maybe you can explain what your experience with strategy games in general is. Do you like strategy games? What is your favorite strategy game, maybe?
Yeah, so I really liked the Final Fantasy Tactics series, to be
Oh,
honest. Yeah. And also Fire Emblem. So I'm more that kind of strategy player. But they are turn-based strategy games. And yeah, these were like my first experiences with strategy games. And also for the whole narrative part of the game, I think Final Fantasy Tactics was a big inspiration. So the overall mood strive to be a bit similar with all the gray undertones, moral gray decisions that you have to make. Yeah. And you, Dimitri, what about you?
Oh, I've been playing strategy games since I was a little kid. I've played a lot of them. Many real-time strategy games, many turn-based strategy games. There used to be quite popular in the early 2000s, so I played a lot of them, but mainly on the PC. I never had many consoles while growing up, so I played things like Heroes of Might and Magic a lot, Age of Wonders as well, but also Total War and many different kinds of strategies. So let's see how I fare today. Looking at the map at the moment, seems like the positioning of the factions is quite nice. A lot of space to expand for every faction here. Okay, those Crusade Purgatories are scary because they're gonna consume everything. So probably the best idea would be to expand in the other direction, maybe?
Don't give away all of our tactics yet. No, this is always a bit unfair. If we are streaming, of course, you're probably watching the stream on the side, so you will know everything. There's no forest where we can hide in. But we will try anyways.
We'll try. Also, the timer is very tight, so we have to
Yeah.
be quick.
What Dimitri is doing here, he's upgrading one of our units first to warriors, so they get a bit more tanky.
Yeah, first thing I want to conquer is this excavation site. It's gonna bring us a lot of building material. This is a nice location to get hold of early in the game. And the enemy here is also not too strong. He's alone.
The Lancer unit. Oh,
He
It
pushes back our hero, but that's fine. We're there. So as you can see, now the starting card for the constructor is the second tier of the Guardian's Call, which is a damage card, which also stuns. And the summoning card, we can summon warriors on the battlefield directly to support us in battle.
okay. Maybe you want to connect it?
I need to do the...
Oh,
I'm
yeah, right.
confident. All right, the adventure.
It's an adventure location.
The adventures around the capital are usually doable on the first turn. Sometimes it depends on luck, but this should be fine, I think. We might lose our hero though. Seems like we're gonna lose our hero.
By the way, we are still working on the adventure difficulty. This is something that we definitely have on our radars. It is just one of the features of the many ones that we want to improve. And if you wonder, currently they are balanced based on the hero's level that approaches them. So that is why sometimes when you approach an adventure location with a huge army, it still will say that it is too dangerous because your hero might be underleveled.
All right, we got an artifact which ignores the slow perk, which is perfect for us because we're gonna have constructs in the future, hopefully, and they're slow.
We were really lucky with that one.
Yeah, streamer luck. Constructorium. I would like to have the Constructorium, but maybe not as early as now.
Yeah, choose the battle card in the beginning. And that's a good one. I mean, we have the increased army size now, but still
Do we need more?
connected.
Yes.
Before the
yes,
timer
yes,
runs
yes.
out.
We still
Oh
have
yeah,
some
okay.
time.
We still have.
It was a longer timer, seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't do anything else, so I'm done for this turn. Next up, Korosame. Oh yeah, always scary.
Yeah, let's see how we face that one later.
I really like how the auras look in our game. I always liked those back in games like Warcraft 3, to be specific, or Diablo.
Now I also like them, but Dimitri, I tell you, they were all over the place for some time during production, spawning in places where they should not be. But those bugs are fixed by now, I think.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing is hidden, clear sight. Yes, that's true. We have more people coming to the stream now, 18 people.
Yes.
Amazing.
So if you have questions coming, we hope we can answer them during the play.
AI player.
Yes. Okay, and it's second turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the botanist, he spawns new plants, has a chance to spawn new plants every turn, and he can also summon the plants using this card. So his army will grow rapidly. I've seen it today already while playtesting some things in the in our build. By the way, guys, if you have any feedback regarding how the game plays, how the game feels or looks like, or balancing some specific things, just go ahead and post it either here on the stream or on Discord. We're gonna take a look at this.
Wow, Dreaded, that is really mean. He says Ilchin's max viewership is 29 players. Or
Okay.
she says that, I don't know. And keeping count, including her lost count. If Ilchin reads this.
I think it's easy to keep the lost count because she told me she never won a game actually on multiplayer.
Oh, then it's easy to keep a lost count.
Okay.
Which are your favorite units? I have one. Do you also have one?
I do have one, so you go first.
Mine is the Wunderborn. It is just such an adorable unit, and we had a big discussion about its 3 legs going on with the animation team actually, because apparently it is very hard to animate 3 legs in comparison to 4 legs or 2 legs. But our adorable animator back then, Jana, she proved them wrong, and our Wunderborn can actually move, and it also has this adorable scratching animation where it scratches its belly in idle formation. And also I think it just has beautiful effects when it walks, that it sprouts these plants from the hymn that sips from its from the vessel that it is. And then of course also the erudite hero, he rides on the Wunderborn,
yeah.
and
This one.
yeah, that unit I also really like.
Yeah, this is such an unusual shape of the unit. Never seen anything like this before.
It is of course based on a magic cauldron.
Mhm.
Yeah, and therefore it's also a good sidekick for something like an erudite. And your favorite unit, Dimitri?
My favorite unit has always been the Rose Knight, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
love them.
they look really awesome, like this plant that grows inside an armor of a knight. And also in the game they're very tough, nice tanks, good damage, so solid unit all around. That's why I like them so much. So actually for this turn I would like to stay here in my capital and heal up a little bit, because the hero is badly damaged. And then the turn after that, I will go and conquer this location here, which should give us nice income for the things we need. Yeah, nothing else to do this turn, I think. Or do you have any tactical advice? Here's an army nearby. We could try to attack it, but the hero is so damaged that...
On the other hand, yeah, let's not risk it. Let's rather take the location and get stronger.
All right.
I think that's fine. For now.
Next
What
one.
are our opponents doing?
Here's a fight.
Okay,
We
they
can
chose to level
observe
up
it.
instead.
Oh, those nasty insects.
How come the Rose Knights don't have like an upgraded version like the rest of the plant units? So we don't have a definite answer for that, I think. It is just that it was one variation of our plant type creatures that we always wanted to do, and maybe in the future we can make a variation out of it. Yeah, in general, of course, we always need to keep the balance as well and not recycle units too much, right? So we also want to make unique designs.
Yes. Still, we saw a suggestion from the community to make like a colossal big Rose Knight, just as a stronger tanky unit. We are still thinking about that. We cannot promise anything, but this is an idea that I like personally, having one big Rose Knight. It also raises a question like, where did this guy or this plant find such big armor to inhabit? Who was wearing it before? But as a unit, gameplay wise, I think it could be cool. We're thinking about that. And there's actually a longer question here, so maybe you want to take a look at that.
What do you think is your impact on the visual feeling of the game? Do you tell the art production how the values of the skills of the units should transfer to the visuals? So usually the design team makes a briefing for the artists about the general style of the game, like this Art Nouveau inspiration. This was something that Alex, our creative director, came up with actually, and talked about this with our art director, Chris. And he really liked the idea as well. And then they explored this idea further and made it their own version of Art Nouveau, basically. Yeah, and our impact, I mean, I wrote some of the briefings, also discussed a lot of the art briefings with Alex, but obviously also the art team itself comes up with cool ideas then in the process. Usually the process is after the briefing and the kickoff for that, they do some sketches, the 2D artists, and then the 3D unit is created based on concept design, and then a portrait later on is produced. And in each of these steps, more detail is added to the unit. And so overall, sometimes also the unit grows by adding more detail from different sides. But as you might know, each of our units also comes with a portrait. And in this portrait, we always try to tell little stories. Some portraits have these little stories more in, some less. This is also part of what we are doing in the briefing for the artists, that we come up with these little stories, what should be depicted there, what fits our lore and the world. So Dimitri, you were mostly involved in the balancing of the skills, of course, and I think there it's also a lot to consider how this unit should feel like, how impactful it should be, also a bit what you would expect visually from it, and how it should behave in this world. Sometimes we added a perk just for narrative reasons. And then, of course, it needs to fit the role it was designed for, mainly. Yeah.
Exactly. So every unit has a role. in the game, and visually it should represent this role as well. One example that comes to mind is if you remember the Gestalts, the monsters, the void monsters that you encounter in the campaign, there are the big Gestalts monsters, and they used to be just a big blob of jelly, not very dangerous, just very tanky. So we buffed them up, we gave them more damage, and they started to be very dangerous. And in order to empathize this new dangerous role, we increased the size of the model to make them bigger and more dangerous looking on the battlefield as well. This is how balancing, one small example of how balancing needs to be in tune with the visuals of the game.
With the visual expectation also of the player.
Oh yeah,
the expectation.
yes, the visuals have to communicate the balancing as well.
Yeah. Just the other day I stumbled over a funny thing, actually, that our Hesher doesn't have the scout perk. How can that actually be? It has like a million eyes. How can't it see everything? Maybe we consider that in the future. No promises there.
Yes, by the way, I see that Korosama here has 2 heroes already, but for me, I did not see the recruit new hero card. Did you?
No, I was not paying attention. I'm sorry. Maybe we should focus a bit more.
Yeah.
Not to prolong the losing count of the chimeras here.
Yes, I should have seen it. Maybe I just did not pay enough attention to, but if I did not recruit a hero in time, that's also fine. No worries. Okay, so any more interesting comments? My favorite portrait is the firstborn civilian because it has a Urbolg puppy.
Yeah, that one is cute. It's also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Favorite portrait?
Yeah.
Oh, there are so many. It's really hard to decide which one is cool. I do like the Arbiter's portrait, for example. Very cool.
Which ones?
This one.
This one, yeah. It was the first Arbiter portrait that was created, actually.
I like the design of the armor and of the helmet with the hands. Oh, it's so good.
Can you tell what it was inspired by?
The helmet?
No, the things that he holds in the hands.
Well, this looks like Egyptian things that the pharaohs would hold,
yeah,
right?
That was part of the design.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody is creeping up on us. Let's expand, Dimitri. Let's get stronger quickly.
Okay, one army retreated, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
But at least a unit survived. Even if one combatant is left, it will regenerate, so this is fine. And the Erudite, they have very strong healer perk. Well, this one has 2, but the Botanist, I believe the Botanist has tier 3.
The other Arbiter looks so smug, I hate him. Was one comment.
Alright, so blue is expanding slowly, just like us. Green as well. Controlling bridges is always a very good idea, especially if you have some sort of citadel or fortification card, so you can reinforce this position, because this is the only crossing here. The other one is in the middle of the map, so this is a crucial point for defending this location. But of course the Purgatory can move, so this is not an issue for the Crusade. Alright, Racer King.
What is moving there? Maybe you can zoom in a little.
Yeah, the plants grow.
Does she have a second
Hero
army yet?
I don't think so.
There is one.
There
is one.
Yes.
Oh, and a legendary artifact. What kind of artifact is it? Forsaken Regalia.
This is
okay.
Nice. This is nice.
Yeah. Boosts the morale.
Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, we're still working on the artifacts. Not all of them are in their final state, so we're still working, but this one should be working fine.
Yeah, Dimitri, this was also one of your first tasks on the project, I think. You took over like to assemble the artifacts.
Yes,
Yeah.
so essentially we have a rather complex system for the artifacts where it was prepared for us by the our programmers who made it in a modular way, meaning it is like a Lego where you can build your own things.
It sounds fun now.
It sounds fun. It is fun, but it's hard to really connect the dots and make sure that everything works because it's a lot of work actually, and not all of the artifacts are still working as intended. So there's much more work to be done. So yeah, this was one of my first tasks, and it's still going on half a year later. Yeah, it's also a question of general priorities, right? There are many more things which are more crucial for player experience than artifacts.
Yeah, but it came from an equipment system originally. So we discussed if we want to add an equipment system for our heroes to the game, and then eventually decided that we don't want to do it, but artifacts was kind of like a condensed alternative to that, where we would only have to build like a very simplified version of an inventory management system. So we could use the garrison for that and the reserve. Yeah, that was basically our solution at the time.
Right,
To
nice
still
one.
add something
Yeah.
how you could customize your heroes and then also add more strategies, possibilities to the armies.
Okay, I will do this. Maybe I will get... Oh, okay. I was hoping for a Wunderbond because the healing is much needed. But this one is cool as well. This summons more units. And we are halfway healed on our hero. Maybe I can even let my guys heal here.
How about our resources? Can we upgrade locations? Is it worth it?
We can upgrade this one because it has the depot, which increases the prosperity growth. Yeah, it is worth it. Our building material income is high, so we can spare 28. And upgrading this will increase our building material and him income. So for sure, this is totally worth it. And now we unlocked Forlorn Cavalry card. This one. I don't have enough army space for this, so...
Oh, but we have the core reserves card.
We do. This is a good idea.
Go for it.
This is a good idea. Because this is also a unit I very much like, riding on those fox dog hybrids. Yeah, this is a cool one. They're very strong in battle too. All right, let's fight. Here's a question you might take a look at.
Speaking of Warcraft 3, any plans on having faction-themed Eye for Old Race and Crusade? So yeah, in the beginning especially, we had a lot of fancy plans for our UI. But as it is with projects like this, things get cut, unfortunately, or put on hold. And yeah, we had very nice plans for our UI originally. Wanted to make it faction themed actually, and also with a lot of moving, beautiful, ornate designs. Yeah, but we are a mid-sized company, or rather a small company for a game of this size, so we had to prioritize a bit there, unfortunately. So I think maybe this is something that we can expand on in the future. Probably not in the near future. Ooh.
All right, I'm thinking about this one. So I think I will prioritize constructs in the future, and those are just single units, and 1 HP for a single unit is not much. So I would rather go... This one is healing, which I don't have now, so this is cool. compared to
I like
one
the
more warrior.
call for 8 card.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of gold to use this as of now, but yeah. Oh, I didn't click on it.
Okay, that was a bug. Maybe we can.
Interesting. I
later
did not
forward
click on
it.
it. Haha, we found a new bug. Always fun to find new things in the game. All right, one more space here. We need to connect the location. We need more hymns, so there you go. And next turn we'll take care of this guy here. And that's it. That's it for now. We cannot upgrade our locations.
What
Well-
about our opponents? Are they moving towards us? Or are they. By the way, there was no hero offer, right?
No, no hero as of now,
Okay,
which is interesting.
we will wait.
Turn four already. Okay, as long as there is a possibility for that to happen, then I'll wait. It really gives more immersion. Yes, the cool UI and cool animations are always cool, especially since we're talking about Warcraft 3. I always liked how every faction had its own UI, you remember? Always found this fun. In our case, we will not do, or we don't see ourselves doing UI's perfection. So it's just unified, and we also have to take care of the animation speed as well. So it's the players are not waiting the whole time for the animations to finish. And this is something I believe that we have plans to address as well in future builds, future updates. Yeah, maybe this is a good point to mention that next week there's going to be another stream. It's going to be a Q&A session with our producer Quentin and production director Bernard.
Yes.
And the things about like when is the next update coming, what is the changes or what is planned for the future, those are the guys that you can ask those questions.
So anything about the roadmap, basically, you ask them.
Yes, they know better what is planned or what is high prior and what not. So feel free to join into the stream next week, I think around the same time, and ask your questions there. Okay, a pro tip from Rezercon, who has 1,000 hours in the game already, I believe. Excavation site plus a depot is a good combination because you can recruit world scars sooner. I used it pretty often. Now we have War Titan, but still a good thing. Oh yeah, that's true. Here the excavation site is below here, right? Yes. So this is gonna unlock World Scar. Yes.
On level 3. So we need to grow the prosperity gain of this location.
Yeah, that's why Depot is a good choice here, because Depot accelerates the growth. I went for the Light Link, sorry.
It's the cheapest, the base building
The
of
cheapest,
the section.
yes, and I also needed more hymn income to start summoning more. So this is what I went for in this case. All right.
Yeah, but maybe later on we can upgrade it.
Looks like Korosame conquered one more location. Very nice.
And is not losing many units, as far as I can see.
Consuming, always consuming. AI player is also slowly growing his army. Oh, it's a rogue prince. Very cool. Look at those reserves. And a world scar. Uh-oh.
So this is the AI player?
Yes.
Yellow?
Yeah. Maybe Hayato overdid the AI. We have a programmer who's working on the AI, our specialist. He's always improving, and maybe he improved it too much. Just kidding, just kidding.
Of course, the AI will be further improved. This is like the biggest challenge at the moment, I guess, to make it enjoyable to play against.
AI's auto-resolve is cracked. Yeah, actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Then don't say it! No, just kidding. What? You can make this decision.
But are the difficulty settings on the roadmap? I believe they are, right?
They are on the roadmap. Yes, we
Yes.
are working on the difficulty settings.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, I am allowed to say this. We are planning to use the auto-resolve for the difficulty settings, meaning that it will work in different ways for AI based on the difficulty, meaning easier AIs will lose more units and harder AIs will lose less units during the auto-resolve battles. This is the plan. We'll see if it will come into the game in this form, or we might change it as well.
And of course, this is only like a fraction of how the difficulty levels will
Of course,
work.
yeah.
This is just like one of the elements that we can tweak there.
The feature from the roadmap that I'm most hyped about is the choose your own hero when recruiting a hero. Choose the class of the hero. This is going to be super nice because then we will be able to... Oh, it's my turn. We will be able to choose the heroes based on the buildings that they have. So we can plan our army composition better and choose the hero with the exact building which provides the recruitment card we need. This will make the game much more deeper, I think, much more flexible in terms of strategy.
Remember though, whatever you choose with the choose your hero in the game is the base version of this hero.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
That's fine,
especially like some of the building cards are attached to the locations that you select in the beginning. Of course, some of the base heroes also come with a building card. But for example, they don't start like with building on the capital naturally because there is already something.
That's true, but still, I think this is gonna improve the game a lot.
Yeah, of course. That's not what I meant.
Yes, now we have the hero, but no money. So next turn we will recruit a Monodica, which is good because we will have heroes of two different classes.
Oh yeah, the Monodica is also a favorite unit of mine.
Yeah.
Just because of the visuals.
Okay. Still saving up for any summoning, so let's skip the turn. I think that's fine. Why so much emphasis on RNG? Yes, Laura. Why so much emphasis on the RNG?
Okay, so this inspiration comes from some classics. I think also from series like, let me lie, I think it was Warlord. So basically, I think they had a similar system to our adventure system there, for example. And there you would encounter something where you would go into a dungeon, for example. And it was meant to be like something that you can't control in the strategy game and bring a bit of a gamble into it. So you take a risk as well. And the designers that were working on the game at the time thought this was a good and fun idea. And we also believe that other people from our team believed it was a fun idea. But now we also receive a lot of community feedback about the RNG, especially in summoning and in the adventures. And we will definitely, maybe consider changing it in the future. Definitely, we hear you, we see you, and we discuss this.
Yes, we already addressed partially this thing with the summonings. So we tried to reduce the RNG in the summonings because previously it was like you can use a cheap summoning card and then get a very strong unit. Good call to retreat. Yeah, it was a hard fight. But yeah, it was not. It was very RNG dependent. If you get a very strong unit or a very weak one, so we try to separate the both. So we made 2 cards, for example, for the construct summoning. We separated those. So now we have the Summon the Ward Titan, which will provide a stronger unit, and Summon Transport Construct, which provide the weaker ones. We did the same with the Void Summoning, I believe. So we try to reduce the RNG to a limit where it still makes fun, but it's not providing an unfair advantage to some players who are just born lucky. And by the way, if we don't see any comment or a question on the chat here, please excuse us, because we're also playing the game and discussing different topics all at once. So it's fine if you repeat the question, so we might see it again on the bottom, so feel free.
Can I ask personal questions? Yeah, of course you can ask personal questions.
Go ahead, yeah.
If you don't like the question, we won't answer it. So, keep the questions coming.
Oh wow, we have a new follower on Twitch.
Foolman Chu. Is this the right pronunciation? I hope so.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. I don't like that Kurosame is approaching us from the south.
Did I work in Spearsoft or Larian? No, I did not.
Your face is just similar.
Yes, I have a very generic looking face, I know. A million guys like me, but no, actually Chimera is the first company in the gaming industry for me. I joined this company as a working student 4 years ago and still here. So I've never been at Larian or Sperasoft, which is a company I unfortunately never heard about. Do you know this company, Sperasoft?
I don't know Sperasoft. I definitely know Larian.
Yeah, Larian, of course. Okay, Racer King is growing in strength. The summoning improvement hit the sweet spot for Concorda, War Titans, Transport Construct, and Gestalt. Yes, if you have suggestions for other cards, also I think we reworked the Seed Life for Botanist because it was also it had an element of randomness in it. Now it's different, so we have to gradually upgrade the units, and it will always summon the weakest unit if you cast it on an empty slot in the army. And this was random, I believe, right? So if you cast it on a random slot previously, it might have been a stronger unit, but now it will always be the same thing. Razorcon, we do read everything we can on Discord. Did anyone reply in your posts? Because usually either Ilchin or our QA guys or sometimes Quentin do reply and forward the questions to the respective person who is in charge of the topic. So we try to keep an eye constantly. Right now, Ilchin is on vacation, relaxing, getting some sun, hopefully. So some questions might accumulate on Discord, I believe. But even if we don't make changes or replies immediately, it is still on the radar, and we will tackle those topics eventually. So.
Yeah, we are also always bundling together features that make sense or changes that make sense. So, for example, in the last update, I think we overhauled many of the gestalts in the balancing. So yeah, we definitely read this and try to find spots then to make according changes. Also, if we receive, of course, more feedback and think that these are good changes or good suggestions, also according to our own playtests. But yeah, definitely provide us feedback. We definitely read it, and it is more than welcome. And the more we hear about one topic that you feel very strongly about, the more seen it gets, of course. So yeah, it definitely helps if more of you provide feedback.
Oh yes, keep the suggestions and the questions coming. We like to see them. We like to see what are the pain points for the community, and we will try to address everything we can.
Yes.
For sure, we are trying to make this game.
We get a new hero!
Yes, 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 let's go. Let's hire a new hero. And this might be a good first fight. We don't have any gold, but what we can do is cash in our loot wagons here at the depot.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have much? Not much.
No, we did not
But
find enough.
100 gold is better than nothing, right? So
And maybe enough to recruit something for our new army. Let's see.
we can trade some building material also, right?
Oh, yeah. We have.
This is acquire building material. This is the opposite of what we need right now.
You wanted to invest, though, in some constructs, as I believe. Maybe you check the prices for these.
Yeah, we're
First-
bottlenecked on the hymn, I suppose, for now, because it's rather costly now. There is a summon transport construct card here, which I used once already, so we're setting up still. Okay.
Yes. So
But
can we buy something that is mainly gold focused?
1760. Oh, we're just a little short for both units. Would be nice to have a firstborn civilian in the back shooting, but this should be fine for now because I think, yeah, we can fight this from the capital and having support from there. So this should be fine.
The streams of the devs and community are really great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And by the way, we also miss Ilchin. She's doing a great job. And thank you for your support.
Yeah, and if you like a format like this to see different team members, definitely other members of our team would also be up for a format like this, I guess. Maybe also doing it together with Ilchin, not only as a vacation substitute. So yeah, I guess if you want that, more people from the team might volunteer to do it.
Yes, I would volunteer again for sure. I am enjoying this quite a lot.
Great.
Talking to the community. How many viewers do we have? 17. Oh,
We need to best Ilchin. Gewürzbutter Spekulatius.
oh man.
Finally something that I can pronounce.
All right, time is
Thank you
running.
for
Time is
following.
running. Time is running. I have to go and fight this dude here maybe. Because I'm afraid if I leave the location, he will conquer this. Even though it's a weak fight. I think it's best we clear the map from those neutral armies. I want to have a Wunderborn in my army so bad.
Yes, as said, it's the coolest unit.
The heal is so nice, and as a constructor you don't have a lot of heals. Just this one card, which does not heal a lot during the battle, and in between battles it's not much at all.
Kurosame won't cross the river. That's very nice of you. So maybe this match lasts a bit longer.
Alright,
But we
upgrading.
need to compete. We need to get stronger.
Here we can get some more gold actually. We should have known this. Acquire gold. Yeah, I will do this just in case I need it. Cool. I might recruit some more things here now.
Also, our new hero should gain some levels, so maybe we should let him fight.
Yes, so this is fine. We can fight this and maybe not conquer those locations because
Maybe also stay away from the Ansturm down there.
this is a excavation site. Oh, this is not as easy as I hoped. But let's skip the turn and then think about what to do next.
Oh, our Monurica is currently slow.
Mm-hmm. Is this Quentin? Yes, I think this is Quentin. In our chat, lurking.
Yeah, thank you for your support, Quentin.
Like Old Race is better on dark side, Kingdoms on light and Crusade is weaker when there are two sides. Do you plan to add some 1v1, two sides maps, or adjust some things to balance factions that play on a weak side?
Yeah, so definitely we further want to improve the balancing to make it more equal for the factions. The faction design itself was coming from the lore, basically, that the old race works best on the dark side, but we definitely also wanted to work on the light side. So if it currently doesn't work that great, we need to improve that, of course. And yeah, so we will take this into consideration.
Addressing the last one, the Old Race is a defensive faction in meaning that I cannot, if I spawned here where my capital is, I cannot go somewhere else and just establish or conquer some locations there, and they will still be beneficial for me. I need to expand around my capital to create this link of conquered locations, right?
And also, on the contrary to the Thousand Kingdoms, for example, it is more crucial for the old race to keep these locations, because if something in the middle of their light network is being attacked and taken away from them, then the whole network
Exactly.
breaks down and their resource production breaks down with it.
Yes.
So they should naturally take a more defensive playstyle.
Mm-hmm. Since losing locations close to the beginning of the chain is more impactful compared to other factions. Okay, so how are the others doing? Oh yeah, this looks nice. This looks nice. A lot of locations already.
Do you plan to add more cyber sport maps? Symmetric, less beautiful, but more gameplay oriented. I think it is not one of our key pillars that we want to be an esport type of game, very competitive or so. Yeah. And what should I say about the gameplay oriented one? I think we have something coming up there. You can ask Quentin more about this topic maybe in the upcoming stream for next week. Maybe he can tell you a bit more about that. Yeah.
Uh-oh. There was a fight here that we missed. Oh man. Yeah, this army is really strong. Yeah,
this
this
the
again.
AI, right? Coming up there.
Oh wow.
How close is it to us
Oh man.
currently?
It is far away.
It's on the light side. Okay.
Yeah, and it's here on
How
the
well
dark
defended
side.
is its purgatory on the dark side? Can you have a look?
We
Yeah.
can actually do this.
Yeah, it is weaker.
Maybe,
Or maybe some other player can do it and take it out before this AI eats up everything.
we might do this actually if we recruit some more crawlers from this transport construct. Trailblazers, sorry. So those are great against single target. yeah, single target damage. So we might
But
deal with
there's
this
quite
eventually.
some space in between.
Yes,
It will
but
take some
that's
turns to get there even.
we are not slow, so this might take us like 4 turns, maybe.
Also, Dimitri, look, there's an enclave on our way. How well is it defended? I want to have it.
Oh, he's spawning more and more, so
Oh,
we have
no.
to take it soon.
Yes, the free spirit definitely is a dangerous one. But can we take him even in its current
With our
state?
current army, I don't think so. We need a big construct. We need a big one.
Then better get some him.
So my plan is to capture this bridge here and build another light link.
How many turns are we away from summoning something useful or
120, so 8 more turns,
120?
right? No,
No.
wait. 3, 4, 5 turns? 5 turns. Yes, but let's start moving there slowly, capturing things.
Oh, I have a good question. Do you have arena tool where you can spawn units and fight each other like the World Square versus the Omen or 3 half guards against an Urborg? Yes, we have a developer tool like that. And yeah, it is really a bit like totally accurate battle simulator. And yeah,
We use it to for testing our balancing changes mainly.
yes. That's also a really nice tool.
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
It
We-
basically works like the battles though.
Yes. Also, it is not in a state that we want to share it with the public. It's just a tool inside the game engine. So unfortunately, now we cannot share it. Who knows? Maybe if we get the time, we will do something with it and make it available for the players as well.
You gotta level up. Let's choose our next card.
We have one constructorium at home, but we might need another one here as well, just to recruit the construct, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Should I take it? Yeah, I will. Why not?
Okay, go for it. How do you feel about Hans? I had a good laugh about Hans, if it's the same Hans that we mean.
No comment. All right, what should we do here? We need to level up the hero. We can take this bridge here and then later this one.
Thanks to your wife, Tess Marks. She apparently likes our game.
Okay, let's see.
Best looking strategy game. That's a big compliment.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Kurosame.
lot.
We'll forward it to the artists and also our environmental artist. We don't speak enough about him. Adi is always doing a good job on the maps.
Great job.
I work closely together with him on the design of the maps, and he's basically handling most of the environmental generation, terrain, everything.
I might need some more gold. Yeah, I'll just do it. Any upgrades available? Yes. All right. Also, I like the 2D art that our team is able to produce. In one of the reviews, I saw it being compared to Magic the Gathering art, which is also a very good praise, I'd say.
And we will finally also have an art book. It's mostly for people who backed us on Kickstarter. I don't know actually if there are any plans to distribute it in another format. but that art book will definitely be good, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask Quentin about it next week.
Yes.
We need to help out here, I think. We need to take care of this purgatory here. It's undefended.
Oh, and it is even ready to be upgraded. Oh, I hope he doesn't do that. Then he will get a second omen.
Oh, yeah.
If he does that right before we arrive, then
It's gonna be tough.
it's, yeah, or even unbeatable.
This is available now
It will spend the hymn that we are trying to save up.
for the big one, yeah, for the big construct. Okay, here I don't think we can capture this. This is already very tough.
Yeah, this free spirit unit.
With my first army, it's if this army had a big like Ansturm or a unit like this, it would be possible, but not with units like this. So I just wanted to capture either this or this, just to level up the hero a little bit more. Maybe this one. And then we could even connect it maybe via this one here. So capture this
Like
one
a
and then
shortcut.
this one. This is a long distance, but maybe it will work out. We'll see.
But if we are not able to connect the locations in between, we can't get the resources. Maybe we can connect it over the one from the top.
Oh, my PTSD. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, we had a very creative 2D artist, Victoria. Victoria has all of the crazy ideas. She designed many of the Crusade units. So came up with the visual design of them.
This is just
And
crazy.
she just went wild there. Maybe in the art book you will even see some concepts that didn't make it into the game, or didn't make it into the game yet.
We might still do something with the amount of omens that are spawning in the garrison. I believe the reason why we do this is because the purgatory has no walls. You cannot besiege it; you directly attack it, and if the purgatory is left unattended, like here, it's very easy to conquer it, to defeat the omen side. So we need kind of to increase the amount of omens gradually, but this is something we can tweak on which levels the omens are gonna spawn. So yeah, feel free to share any ideas or suggestions that you guys might have regarding defending the purgatory. Oh, it's moving closer to us, which is good.
Yeah.
But now it
has two omens. Yeah, it goes for that enclave, I'm afraid. Can we take two omens? Can you inspect me with the perks?
Inspect what, sorry?
The perks.
On the purgatory?
On the purgatory of the omen. Then we can have a closer look at the unit itself. So it has the dread perk. Right, dread free. So we get a -3 power debuff on all of our units.
Has devour. It consumes infantry units. So that's why also it's a good reason to get more constructs in the army, which are not infantry.
Yeah,
Yes.
increased attack speed.
Trample, we need a unit with evade to counter this, and Garants are a good unit to do this, to tank in this case. So if the next hero would be Triune, this
Then
would
we
be very
can
nice.
Get a building for it, right?
Or actually,
Are they in the
No.
Bastion?
No.
Did you put it to the Bastion?
Warrior, Prideful, Ansturm. Pridefuls are also very nice, but they have no evade, so they will be just trampled by the omens. Do those guys have evade? Yes, they do. Worst case, we can tank with them. They're
But
not a
they are
tanky
no
unit.
melee fighters.
Yeah, but also they're not infantry. So the
Actually, they
omens
have
will not
Weapon
heal.
Master. They have Weapon Master, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Rather squishy, but who knows? Maybe it will work. Okay, how's Razor King doing? Oh no, another location devoured by the silence. Oh no. This is tough. Yes, Razorcon, I agree. If you siege the Aldrace capital, all the income is gone. So this is also a reason to be more defensive. Keep one army not far away from the capital at least.
Do we have any other army currently that could take this one? I don't know. I think none of the other players is able to beat this guy currently.
Yeah, Razor King, we need you to survive for at least 5 more turns because we're gonna help you out. We will build a Constructorium on the location and then summon a big construct, the War Titan, and then try to defeat the Omens. We'll see how it goes. We will try our best. Our capital is defenseless. We're just trusting that this...
Kurosama.
Yeah.
To not cross the bridge. Maybe we should have gone for the 2-minute timer. We're only in turn 8 now. But also we only have 2 heroes by now. Does anybody have 3 heroes yet?
1, 2... 1, 2... No, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So, how about this bridge now? I don't think we should take this because it will come at a steep price.
Do you inspect anything before you take?
I already inspected it before.
Okay.
Yes. Haha.
Always inspect before. Hopefully they will survive.
Yeah, we need like 2 units of those for the omens as well. Would be nice.
So sometimes if we reference some units with the wrong names, please forgive us. Usually in production, often a unit starts with a different name. And then it's very hard to get this out of our heads when we reference it like that in the team always. And just the name changes then later on, but this is just in a text file. And everywhere else, all the files are named like this old name of a unit. Yeah.
Okay, now in 3 turns we will be able to summon this. In 2 turns actually. But we need to heal badly. So what should we do? I can exchange this at least for now. Yeah, that's fine.
What about location upgrades, by the way? Oh yeah, you're doing that right now.
Can we
still
buy...
afford the construct?
The construct should be fine, yes. In 2 turns, 75, and we have a lot of income. So upgrading is worth it. Can we upgrade our capital? Not yet. This one we should.
But the capital should be ready in 2 or 3 turns. What is it?
1 turn.
Oh,
'Cause we got
great.
plus
Next
11.
turn. Let's do that next turn.
Yes, we'll have more hidden income as well. All right, so I think this might be a little too tough for this army, or no? I think it might. So I would just go for the bridge, I think. For this one.
Can't reach it this turn.
Okay. Do we play on spare time? Sometimes we do, but usually we play to test things out. I can tell you just today and yesterday I played 3 matches because I saw a feedback from the community saying that the old race does not have a lot of gold income on the dark side, because the most common locations on the dark side, which are the this one, the Earthblood Veins, they do not provide gold income for the old race. They do provide it for the other races, but for old race it's hidden, and it's a low reason basically. So I wanted to test it out. I played a match on the dark side only with the old race, and then one on the light side. Of course, there's a difference with the gold income, but it's not too bad. Even now, you see, of course, I had the trade card here, but it's still manageable, I'd say, because the main source of gold in this case is just the loot wagons. I also have the depot building, which I can use to cash them in and not go back to the capital every other turn, you know. So I played 2 matches on the light side and on the dark side, and just to compare, I played a match with 1000 Kingdoms on the dark side to see how big is the difference between those 2 factions. And of course there is a difference, but I had the feeling it's actually quite manageable. So by the way, let us know what you think about this gold income for old race on dark side. A very specific question, but yeah, we do play the game, but usually not just for fun. Sometimes we do as well, but we play it.
It has a purpose why we are playing something, and
Yes.
we are testing the specific thing. Also, we are testing a lot of content that is not yet released. So we are working on more campaign maps, as you can guess. Yeah. Over and over and over again.
Yes, the campaign maps, we play them a lot. After every balancing change, we need to replay all the maps to see if anything broke, if any section of the map is too difficult or too easy. So yeah, we do play the game a lot.
Especially also Edward, a designer that is not here. You might not have seen him yet. Maybe he will join in another stream. He is handling most of the scripting of the campaign maps, and he really has to playtest so much because he has to tweak the scripting of the campaigns like a lot, obviously, and there are a lot of bugs, and he has to like do a lot of fine-tuning there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we will be able to connect those 2. I think this is just slightly too far. I'll try. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, seems a bit too far. Do you have a card where you can already see if it's in reach?
Yes. We'll try next turn. So here's a comment. I once upgraded a location that has storage with the Erudites building, the one with transmutation. So the card was rendered useless. The transmutation card. Oh, I see what you mean. Because you wanna cast the transmutation card on the loot wagon, right? And as soon as you enter the location, the loot wagon just cashes in. Okay, this is a very interesting interaction there. Not sure if we can do anything about it. Thanks for bringing this to our attention. We will think about it for sure.
Yeah, one of our basic philosophies with the cards is that it should not only cater to specific situations, but always also that you get a small bonus out of a card that is situational when you play it just regularly, like to make it more useful also on a regular basis, not only in this situation. So that sounds like it could be one of these cases. I suggest to add trade cards for Kingdoms and Old Race. So Old Race could sell stone and Kingdoms sell gold. Also that's storage building for Kingdoms, because it's problematic that you are expansion faction, but need to enter capital every few turns. Yeah, we can consider this definitely. Currently, we try to not clutter everything with the trade cards. First, when we designed the trade cards, I think they were attached to way more, or we tried them out in way more places, but eventually also felt like there were too many cards on some of the locations. Yeah, so that's why we arrived at this state. But definitely we will consider this and further discuss it. It seems like an interesting point.
Oh, I wish I had this encamp card now to heal my army. Oh man. So I think I just stay put here.
You know, maybe we should take the yellow AI together. Fight this guy together.
A pincer move.
Yeah, a pincer move.
Oh
To,
man, this is gonna be tough.
Like to simulate our co-op features that we eventually want to get. Also something you can maybe ask Quentin about. I think this is on the roadmap as well. Yeah, but without a chat or a stream, this currently would not be possible.
Strategic options. Yeah, always nice to have more options.
Yeah, I think with the bad RNG on maps, it was initially also the idea that this can be a challenge on a map. Like, none of the playthroughs should be the same. This was like one of the base ideas in the beginning. Oh, new card. Only strategy cards this time.
Yes, maybe I can use this to heal up my other army in a few turns, you know? Yeah, I will just do this.
I like our names sometimes, by the way.
Curse bearer. Yeah.
I was more referring to the Heldin,
Okay.
which is more like a
Heldin.
the Heldin, like a German phrase for hero.
Oh, it does connect. Nice, nice. Not too far.
Great.
Wow. Man, this is the longest link I've seen, I think.
Yeah, I think we increased the radius for them also in one of the last updates, but I think there's 1 or 2 ago already.
Okay, next turn we're gonna recruit the big war titan, and then
we have another hero card, by the way.
yes, but it costs 20 him, so we will not be able to afford a next turn. I'd rather try to save our allies here.
Our allies? Since when are you allies? I hope we are allies.
Our single enemy is this crusade here.
Yeah.
Okay, any more upgrades? Yes, I already spent my... yeah, this is far too expensive, so it can wait. All right. So next turn we recruit here, and then it's gonna take us maybe 2 more turns to reach the purgatory, maybe 3. So 10 movement is up to around here. Yeah, it's gonna be probably 3. We'll see.
Alex said he likes Crusade. Does anyone else like and plays Crusade? I like the
course.
Crusade actually.
Of course.
I think it's the most interesting, unique faction
They're
they have
badass.
in the game. Yeah.
Of course we do like them.
And especially also working a lot on the story. They have a very interesting lore. Also, some things that we don't even spoil in this campaign. Some things that are more to discovered in the deep lore that are really interesting. So we had a lot of discussions about the Crusade when we came up with it. And I personally also like the Arbiter, I'm sorry. Crusade must burn for the Triune.
The visual effects are crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy in a good sense, but I would like to make those purgatories a little more transparent.
yeah. With the effects as well, we are still polishing things. And definitely sometimes our battles can be a bit chaotic, especially when there are
A lot of
heroes
units.
like the Cantor on the field responds a lot of visual effects that are very large, or the Arbiter, and it doesn't have transparency and you can't see anything below. Yeah, for now we kept them in the game like this because it's just feeling great. But
you know-
we want to work on better readability as well.
Yeah, one idea that is potentially not applicable to us, but there's a RPG series, Pillars of Eternity. By the way, if you liked Baldur's Gate, you might want to check this one out as well. So there's all those effects, right? Fireballs exploding, poison clouds floating, things like this. But when you click on the pause button, every visual effect will become transparent to enable the player to see during those planning phases, which might also be a cool
That's a
thing we
great
might.
idea. Of course, something like this then also needs to have dev support and
Of course, yeah.
involve probably all departments to make it work. Yeah, let's see. It's a good idea, definitely. So it's Kurosami's turn.
Yeah, this will be dangerous. But if we defeat this one, I will consider us to
What
be
happened there?
winners.
Something spawned there.
Something
Or it
spawned and then
it
disappeared
disappeared.
immediately.
Yeah. Maybe it happened on the other side. It seems to focus
Yes.
very much on this side. Oh, there is a hero standing on the purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
Also dangerous. It's actually the dangerous one with the two artifacts and the world scar.
Hey, Mady Waves. How are you doing? What are our viewer counts? 14. Not too bad.
We wanted to best Ilchin with 29.
We have to admit that Ilchin is the greatest streamer among us.
That's true. That's true. And she can keep that crown. That's well deserved. The mission names shown in quest objectives already gave me an idea on how the story happens. We would be interested in some theories from your side. What do you think will happen in the story? Maybe you can drop something in a forum or so.
Hold on, Racer King. You have to survive.
Aw, thank you, Kurosame. Yeah, I hope she has a well-deserved vacation right now. How long is she awake? 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks in total, yeah. So I guess till the end of this week and the next one too.
And in the on Discord, I think Dan is handling
Mm-hmm.
the community management until she's back.
All right. Let's recruit the big guy. and hope this is good.
Ah,
That's
an
fine.
architect.
Yes, this
An
is good.
architect. Actually, I like this unit very much because it is so rare in the game.
This is good. Worldscar would be also nice. This one is definitely fine. Trample as well.
I haven't recently played with him. Did you rebalance anything?
No, I don't think we touched his stats or his perks. All units have +2 power, which is awesome. Okay, so let's try and move towards... let's get some more guys into the reserve, I think. Let's move towards the Purgatory.
Maybe we can check our positioning of units beforehand.
Yeah, we will, for sure. So nice being able to move 10. Okay, so the next turn we'll be able to attack. I just hope that the AI will not... Okay, his main army moved away, so that's fine. That should be fine. Still, I think he might be able to move towards the Purgatory and travel through, but...
Oh, there's another hero. But it's not the main army.
Yes, this is just a vessel, so this might work out if we can defeat the guys here. So the question is, can I move this army somewhere close to here and heal our guys next turn? I think we might.
Maybe skip over the location there.
I thought moving towards this spot right here, and then just cast it across the river.
Yes.
And hope the neutrals don't touch us.
You can't hide, right?
Now I'm marching.
There
This
seems
is-
to be an obstacle.
Yeah.
What
this
kind of
is-
obstacle is this? Can you move?
There is like a channel here. See, like a
yeah,
small river.
It's just the perspective.
Yeah,
It's
it's
actually
fine.
An island.
I can move the other army closer, then cast it, and then attack. So this is fine. I'll just move a little bit further away from the neutral armies, like this. Any upgrades? This we don't have enough money. No. Okay.
We are not creative designers, we're game designers, basically. And I think you're mixing up the creative director of our game, Alex, and us game designers. So Alex is also a game designer, but also taking like a bigger role for the project and the whole company. And we are working on this project as designers. All good, all good. Easy to mix up these names.
Yeah. Usually when if anyone asks me, what are you doing? What's your job? I say, I'm a game designer. And they're like, oh, cool. So you're a designer, so you must be drawing something,
Yes.
you know? You must be doing art as a designer. And I
Typical.
have to explain, no, I'm not drawing. The next question is, oh, so then you're a programmer, you code. I'm like, no, I'm not coding as well. So I'm just sitting there and looking at the tables the whole day.
No, I actually always say it is a bit more like an architect, maybe. Like you plan out the game before it is actually built, and then while it is built, you are there to be the person who's there for feedback, who's involved in all steps of the process, as the person that knows how it should feel and behave like in the end, and then is also there until the end and balances it and also implements it often if it's content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we are doing a lot of concepts basically as well.
Yeah, RazoCon, that's it. The way I explain it usually to people who don't play games at all, they have no idea. Usually I say, so imagine a card game, like a game of poker, for example. You have a deck of cards and the pictures on the cards. So the artists, they do the pictures. The programmers, they make sure that everything works. Like if it's a poker app on a phone, they make sure that the game works. And what the designers do, they come up with the rules for how poker should work, right? What are the combinations of cards and everything. And they seem to understand only then. And it takes 5 minutes of explaining what I'm doing. We
Yes.
do play games for money right now. Oh no. Oh, that's a weak army. Okay.
The closest job in our company coming to playing games for money is probably the QA. But at the same time, this is just so neglecting what they are actually doing.
They do much more.
Yeah, they do much more, and they also have to very structurally test the game and test things over and over and over again in a very systematic way to be able to handle the amount of content often. Also, I think they are least talked about when it comes to devs that work on the game. But oftentimes they are doing most overtime. This is also something that maybe players should know and acknowledge. If a game is stable, it often means that the Q8 put a lot of effort into it, into finding all of these bugs.
Okay, Korosama, you ate a location, this one, and it did not give you any experience or purgatory on prosperity, which is weird. We might watch the recording. Oh no, I probably did not point the camera on it. So not really sure what happened there. What kind of location was it? I can't see what was under the purgatory. But yes, bugs happen. Part of the...
Yeah, maybe it was a ruin.
If it was a ruin, then yes, you would not get anything. Alright, this also buffs our army a little bit. Gives 1 power, I believe. Okay, let's move... Oh, we have to fight the Voidkin first. The vessel. Let's do this.
It was an Erdblut apparently, and it was not full.
Goodbye. Boom. No, he jumped in the exact same moment.
Yeah, but I think it's too late for him.
Looked awesome. So
Great.
well timed. I think the AI is too smart. We have to stop. We have to stop because this is... he's gonna conquer the whole world. Alright, so they have 2 omens.
Yeah, have a look at the composition. We
In
plan
those
to
two.
face them with evade units. Do we still keep to this strategy?
I think this is our best chance.
So should we put them in front?
This, I would also want this guy to summon more units towards them just to occupy the omens.
Do we
a little
maybe
bit.
want to put it a little bit more to the front so the
Closer.
units don't need to walk that much?
Yes. I would want this guy to fire his beam through both of them if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Let those guys finish up with these small guys here in the garrison. This one is fine. Okay.
I always think like, oh, you need to leave them some space to come out of the tower.
Oh, by the way, they do have the arrows in the purgatory, so we might still want to do something a little bit like this, maybe, or like this, so they cannot all be targeted with one shot, you know, with a defensive fire, or this
That's
the
true.
equivalent for the crusade. Okay, let's just hope that the other army will not travel through the next turn.
Can you have a look? Can they reach us?
Here's the purgatory. Here's the army, so we're fine. I think they... Oh, this is
There is a third
another
army. Yeah, and actually that army is standing right
This is the one.
in front of the purgatory. Oh, but there are some Gestalts on the purgatory now. Where did they
This is
come
a
from?
this is a wild one.
Ah, it's the wild purgatory.
Yes,
This is not
so
their
this army
purgatory.
would need to go like this.
Oh, for a second I mistook it for the capital.
Yeah.
But then they are actually pretty far away. Great.
Ooh, this is gonna be spicy. Yes, Unsing will be fixed. It is on our radar. Right now, it just gives all the prosperity at the end of the effect. And also, I think the maths, the calculation is not quite on point because I tested it and I got 1 prosperity less than I would expect. So yes, we're working on this. This is definitely something we're gonna fix in the upcoming updates. Laura, are the Light Eaters the only sentient gestalts?
So we have another unit in the game that you might or might not have seen if you played the campaign, specifically map 2, where you encounter them. And they might not look gestalts at first glance.
So cryptic.
That's as much as I will say about them.
Come on, if it's on the second map, everyone has seen them.
Oh, are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but
You get another hint. You can inspect the artworks as well, and there you get another hint if you have not guessed it so far. Oh, maybe the Silent Knights. The Silent Knights actually have a deeper lore. They are not actual gestalts, but are more something between, I would say. Yeah. We only hint at their backstory though, so far.
yeah.
Beard Man-Eater.
Look at his face.
That's
He
mine.
eats men.
Yeah.
What happened here? A neutral army.
Christo, the scholar. Is it overlapping for some reason?
Overlapping? With what?
The neutral and the green army? Or what happened? Ah, no, it's fleeing. It's
Yes, it
retreating. Sorry.
retreated,
Yeah,
yeah.
misinterpreted it. You always suspect a bug.
Hauser is actually a Light Eater, I knew it. He was sus.
Oh no!
Who knows? Who knows? Okay,
Yeah, really.
how many armies does he have? 4 armies now. The AI. But if we can defeat this one, it's gonna be all. So they will become neutral, not be as a big threat as of now.
Yes, and then we can concentrate on the replayers again. Imagine if Murnau is just mind controlling. Oh yeah, very convenient. I mean, this is all happening on map 2, that he conveniently reappears. There could be some fan theories revolving around this.
Okay, it moved. But I think I might still be able to reach it in one turn. Maybe I will reinforce it with this those units here. Just put them into the reserves.
Reserve.
Yeah, in case the battle goes on longer.
Yeah.
Since you are a game designer, are you involved in deciding what the unit role is? Tank, DPS, and so on. Well, usually Alex is the one who starts the conversation, and we discuss it in a group. So, well, yes, we do decide it.
It depends on which phase of the project, of course. Like in the beginning, when you design a faction and you design neutrals, for example, then you come up with a design. And we did this like in a big bunch, like with all of our units in mind, like 100 units. Of course, we designed them in batches and then tried to balance out the roles within one batch so that one faction has a set of units that that has access to all kind of roles. But sometimes in production, it happens that later on, a unit doesn't work out as you have imagined it. Oftentimes, this actually happens. First, you design something on paper, and then the actual perk that you need for that is built, and it might feel differently than you have imagined it. And oftentimes, it's also not as easy as you might suspect, because if you then increase the strength of a perk, then maybe the counter perk does get useless or something like that. And so plans often change, and that is why balancing is such a complicated topic. And then later on, the role of a unit that was designed as one thing sometimes changes to be another thing or needs to find a new role. Yeah.
Yes, so
That's the complicated answer.
Right. Yes, as Laura said, the roles of the units are defined when the unit is designed on paper first. But at the moment, we just try to stick to those roles and reinforce the roles by using balancing, by adding more perks or changing them. So this is why we cannot just add like 10 HP to a certain unit, because this unit is not supposed to have a lot of HP. For example, the Garants, they're supposed to be like a glass cannon, right? A lot of damage, nimble. We know it would be cool if they had a lot of HP, but it's just not their role. So we try to reinforce the roles that are designed during the starting phases. Okay, so I will move to here.
Alex said he might consider adding Hans as a joke hero, but he made no promises. Yeah. It always depends in which format, I guess. And when we get the chance to design the next bunch of heroes. Maybe you can ask Quentin about that as well, and Bernhard in the next meeting. Not in the next meeting, sorry, in the next stream for next week. They ask me anything that is coming up.
Do you think Harbingers are better for the upcoming fight than Lancer? Because Lancer, he has Annihilate 1 though. Okay, I should keep him probably.
Yes, and he might be good against the single target.
Yeah, he's not infantry as well, so let's keep him. Alright, so one last blessing.
Does it have a ward though? The Omen?
I think the Omens do have ward, right?
And do the...
No, they don't. They
don't, okay. Too many perks.
Alright guys, we're fighting the big boss in Purgatory here. Let's see how it goes.
Call reinforcements next.
Okay, this volley was not very effective. Okay, I'll just do everything at once. Healing. Yeah, we will do this. This is no problem. Easy. I knew this from the beginning. I was not worried
definitely. You were not questioning our decision.
Not worried at all. Look at
Actually,
this.
it's easy. Our architect is doing a really good job there. Nice.
Yay.
Nice. Oh, it would be so nice to take over the control over this Purgatory now.
Yeah.
But I guess we are the good guys, so.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we can debuff or we can buff. I think a buff is -1 power when defending. Do we have a lot of range?
Attack is also an attack card.
Yeah, we only have one Lancer. And the laser, I don't know if it counts.
I'm not sure about that either, but I think it counts as a ranged attack.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's test it right now.
Okay, let's test it. Usually I think this card is better when you have archers.
Yeah. Or actually, would be cool with some kind of catapult, which has very slow attacks, so we
Yes.
can increase the rate.
So you get
Oh, look
immediately
who's
one
this
of it.
in just one turn
In our reach.
in our reach. Yes, we know 2 omens are not a threat for us.
But how much did we lose? And is it? Can
What do you guys
Kurosama
think?
reach us? Also, we had this non-attack pact,
Yes.
and not crossing the bridge was really nice.
Yes, we might
I
honor
thought we
our
were
deal.
friends. Yeah.
We lost the location here.
We
Okay.
will consider your complaint.
Also, we don't have a lot of time left, meaning for the stream. We've already been streaming for almost 2 hours.
You mean let's end it? Like in a sense, let's attack?
Yeah, regarding regarding coordinated attack, yes, the debuff is very useful. Even more so if you upgrade the card. It's very nice. It makes your own units hit the targets much better. So, now, see, now there's a lot of defenses here. This might be a tough fight actually with all the reserves. So
And
okay.
they're all regenerating another round.
How about a final showdown, final fight? If we lose, we lose. If we win, then it's over for you.
Can we reinforce our troops somehow?
Those guys will also be full, I think. I don't know. We did not.
Did we lose any unit?
No,
We have one more space.
We leveled up.
Yeah.
That's why. So, but we did not lose any full unit.
Can you check? Do we have grunts? No.
No.
Do we have anything with evade except for?
No, just the cavalry here, the forlorn cavalry.
And then let's maybe check what the army has in addition.
It's
Oh,
undefended
it's
now.
gone. Was that's no fun.
Yeah.
It needs to be a showdown worthy of the match.
Yeah, Kurosama, if you want to fight.
Yeah, you
let's
have
do
to come
this.
back.
So cozy here.
Make it fair, get full health is the comment.
Make it fair, get full health. I am healing, yes, I can heal up because I have harbingers in my army who have a healing. I also can cast one, draw him again, and then we can see who's got it. This is the main army, right? Yeah, level 4.
Belinda, the prophet. I like how this name is so friendly for the officer. Belinda.
Yeah. Oh, level up the purgatory one last time? Yes.
Oh no, do we have an omen more to fight?
It does not
No.
spawn right away, right? There's a chance, right, that it will spawn.
I also think only for the higher bound purgatory levels.
Higher than
third
4?
is actually,
It's level 4 now. The purgatory is level 4.
but it can go up to 10.
Yes.
So I think the third will be unlocked on. Let me lie. Maybe 6.
And this is the max amount, right? 3? Or
3.
is it?
Yeah, currently it's 3.
Yeah, makes sense.
As said, we are not happy with the. We are not happy with like how it currently is. It's not the final form, probably. And we are also considering all your input regarding fortifications or something similar.
We could. Oh no, we don't have the. Oh no, we can recruit one more Harbinger. It does not make a lot of sense though, so it's fine. Let's fight as it is with our current army. It's not too strong. We don't have a lot of upgraded units. It's just that we have a few constructs, and that's it basically. Where is Monodica? My Monodica is here, hidden behind the Purgatory, because I did an exchange and gave all the units from the Monodica to my main army.
It's a smart tactic to just hide behind the purgatory effect.
Yeah, no one's.
As the red player, you have to make use of this.
Yeah, look, right now it's completely invisible, like this.
Yeah. New tactic unlocked.
Yes, Monodica can cast Infuse him on himself, his own army, on allied armies, on locations as well. Huge thanks to the devs for bringing the demo back online. I was inconsolable because I thought I missed it at Tacticon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we also updated the demo slightly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was not the very first version of the demo that went live with the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
It is, or even before the Kickstarter.
I think we put one. I'm not sure. I might confuse it now with a closed beta version.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah. But you can ask Quentin next week as well about the reasoning behind why sometimes the demo is up and sometimes not, and how long it is. Yeah.
Okay.
What we as the developer get out of it, or hope to get out of it when putting a demo out there.
So let's rearrange the army a little bit. I want to have more tanks, I think, because they have the bending perk.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see at the composition here. Oh, he moved away. I thought we were gonna fight inside the Purgatory. You're also damaged. Yeah, let's just wait one more turn. I want you to go back to your Purgatory, and then we have a big fight.
Can we still recruit something cool?
We don't have enough him.
Yeah.
I thought about this recruiting here inside this location. But here it's just Harbingers, and if we build something else, we might not have enough him to recruit anything meaningful. 5. It's 60, right, for summon transport construct.
Maybe we should have snuck with our Monodica back to somewhere where we can recruit something cool.
This would be smart, yes, if I have thought about this, but now it's too late. But I will keep him around to maybe heal once more.
Oh, and I thought we could maybe do some ambushes or something in this match, but it did not play out like this. Also, I think in the stream it is not working that well if the people you play with are actually also in the stream and see where you hide.
That's true.
Yeah. But in general, how do you like the hiding mechanic and ambushing as well? It'd be great to get some feedback on that too, because we think it is a quite underused mechanic currently.
Yeah, it's just not common, not very common for strategies to have like a hiding mechanic. Like ambushes, I've seen them before in like Total War, Warhammer, for example, but not hiding. This is something I think unique for our game, which is cool.
Yeah, also when we have the Fog of War on, actually. So now we are using a Fate that uncovers the whole Fog of War. But if the Fog of War is on, then it's actually quite nice to sneak into the area, the uncovered area of your enemy, and they don't even see you coming.
Cool.
In the beginning of development, when we didn't have fortifications, we used this a lot, like, to just sneak through.
Yeah.
Fun old times, but it's good that we added them.
And also, even if it's not as useful in multiplayer as it is in single player, we can still use it for the campaign, and whole maps are based on this mechanic. So I think it's a cool idea for sure.
Yeah. Also, maybe in the future we will promote some map also where we can use this more, or it's even like a tactic that you need to do to ambush an army more.
Oh, he attacked me with his first army to weaken me. Ah, tactics.
Oh, and our other army is useless.
Yeah, we don't need it.
And reinforcements. And heal.
Heal through. Which one should I heal?
Can we fill up our losses? Probably.
The
They're
warriors,
attacking in
yes.
the next.
The warriors we can still replace. We have a bunch of. Yeah, we just replace this one maybe.
Except for if we are attacked now directly with the second army.
No, I think we want to fight inside here.
Okay.
All right, a hero that can stealth on command, not OP because scout exists and it's available. Yeah, this would be cool. I actually thought about this, not this specifically, but so today I thought we don't have like real mages in this game, right? Wizards and things like that. It's all kind of a little stylized. It's either a priest or something else like the erudite or alchemist, you know, no like mages. So another idea, so then I thought what would be another idea for a new hero, right? And the idea I had was just have a ranger and archers type of hero. And this stealth mechanic would fit very well with a like an archer ranger type of hero.
Actually, we had a whole faction designed at a point in time that was more based on subterfuge gameplay and would use stealth tactics like that, hiding, ambushing, pillaging. It was all about that. It is just that this would have been one of the factions that we probably pick up at a later point for a DLC or so. Yeah, but let's see how that plays out and when we might get the chance to do that. But definitely there were already some designs lying around more in a direction like this. Yeah. But a single card that does the same similar thing, why not? I mean, single cards are more easy for us to add. Yeah, it's a great idea. This reminds me of how Ilchin told us void creatures taste like dark chocolate.
Such an Ilchin thing to say.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we have dark chocolate, we have pink jelly as well. All the
Which one
Gestalts.
tastes like pink jelly?
The Gestalts?
Ah,
Yeah. I guess they're sweet tasting. Yeah, those guys, I like them. I want to keep them even though they're damaged. Wow, this is good. Okay, those dudes here on the sides. Oh, actually, yeah, okay. This is gonna be tough. I don't know if we will make it.
Maybe we switch up the composition still.
Yeah, we will.
Should
Mm-hmm.
check where to position our units. You have a favorite hero?
Favorite hero? I think the constructor actually.
My favorite hero is not yet in the game.
Okay, like this. So this, I want to damage both the omens as well. But there are some guys shooting guys, so maybe something like this. What do you think? And there is no way back. I'll just disband all our money just for fun. Okay. Let's do this. One more.
Maybe we should. Wait.
Hmm?
Is it smart to put the Lancer in the middle? Or should we also put it opposing the. Opposing the.
Towards this
Moments.
part? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just to help it targeting a bit better.
Like this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try
Let's
this.
see.
Maybe something like this. Okay, good luck. I'm very afraid of those guys here.
Yeah. The male gods.
They're super strong. I will debuff them as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, one omen. I think it's fully undamaged. Can this be? No. Yes. Oh no. This does not
They
look
both
good.
target one of them. But
Yes.
actually, it is good when one of them at least is down, then the second one will be
We have to
easier.
prolong the fight as long as we can, because we can summon more support, basically. More reinforcements.
You might want to heal.
Yes, I might. Heal where? I don't have any more units here, so heal there.
Now the Harbingers come in. That's
Outdoors
such a
range.
bad thing to do of the Crusades, to take the poor kobolds into a fight. To drag them into a fight. But it was quite tanky. That one. Our tower is down.
Yeah, I think this is it. This might be it.
Oh, but the architect ruled.
We have more reinforcements.
Great.
But those guys, they're good against the architect, I think. That's why we're gonna stun them. Debuff them.
Oh
One
yeah,
HP heal.
oh no, the architect. I think it's down. Yeah, it's down.
Yes, we have more units coming. This is tough. This is very tough.
Yeah, it could be close.
We have more reinforcements.
Quick call them.
I think we've got this.
Looks good, yeah.
GG's. GG's.
Yoo! Sorry, Kurosame. Thanks for not attacking us early in the game.
Yes, thanks a lot. It was good fun.
Yeah.
This fight was epic. I like 2 times I abandoned all hope. I thought we're gonna lose, but somehow we made it happen. Okay, so I think this might be it for our stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Well, shouldn't we not end the match?
We can travel, but what do you think? If we travel, we need to recruit the
definitely
whole
need
army.
to reinforce our units, but shouldn't we end the stream? Or do you think we are really
You
running out of
wanna
time?
continue the finish the map?
I would really finish
Yeah?
the map, yes.
Yeah, all right. Let's
Yes,
do this.
do
Then.
it.
Let's do it. I have nothing against it. Okay, so then, are you guys also down to just finish the map with us?
We can end the match. I would lose either way, Racer King says. If you want to give up.
Yes.
then we would take this victory and report to Ilchin that the Chimera team finally won.
At
But
least
it is not an honorable win then.
at least we defeated one player.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you want, because it might take some time still till we go back to our base and recruit the whole units. Yeah, I don't do surrender. I die by my sword.
That's the spirit.
Yes. Well, okay then. Let's continue for a few more turns. Nothing against that. So what can we do? We can recruit. Should we save some money for? Yeah, we should probably save some for the bigger units. We should also get our money back.
The surrender button, well, there you can just quit the game. That's like surrender. That's why we did not implement the surrender button.
Okay.
But yeah, it might be a different message actually. If you hit the surrender button and it appears as a message to the other players that you actually surrendered and not just rage quitted or had a disconnect or something.
I have so much building material. I should upgrade all the things I have. Especially my capital.
I wanted to see how you would fight Salt. Yeah, I mean, this is probably not the last time that you see us. We can set up another match some other time.
This is a little scary. This is not as scary. Pilaf.
Yeah, it's always easier to judge from outside.
Yes. So this is the purgatory of where... No, this one, right? Yeah, this one is the one where we are gonna pop out. And there's a silent emperor here on the way. Or is it the silent king?
It's a king. The emperor is really rare.
So this is also not an easy fight.
Oh, and the nice artifacts are now stored by the neutral hero that we won't defeat over there.
Here.
Yeah.
I won't lose community games even once.
My plan.
I would rather not fight this.
Yeah,
guy
we can also
here.
play together when Ilchin is back, I guess. Maybe we could also do like a bigger round sometime as an event kind of format
Yes.
with really many players. But then,
We also could do like a community against Chimera, like 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3. Big one.
yeah. Or maybe with multiple matches even.
But
Let's
whole
see.
tournament.
Yeah, I think for a tournament, maybe the community has to grow a bit before we can handle that. But yeah, maybe in a smaller format. Why not?
Why not? Okay, okay. Yes, I upgraded everything.
Community versus devs, a classic rivalry.
True.
Well, it's a good forth and back, I would say.
Right. I should have traded some more building material for money.
Did we ever upgrade our enclave, by the way?
I upgraded just now.
Ah, okay. If we would have done it earlier, we talked about it earlier in the match and then forgot about it.
Yeah.
If we would have done that, maybe we could have recruited another big construct by now.
We will recruit at least one in a few turns. Let's all gang up on Rezercon on the next match. Or maybe we can do like a exhibition match between us, like devs against devs, you know? Who's the strongest player in Chimera?
An exhibition match.
Yeah.
I like the term.
That's what it's called in boxing, I think, or in like martial arts. When it's not about the who wins, it's not a who gets the first place. It's just for fun exhibition,
Like a zoo.
like a circus. Yes. Money. Okay, this guy I kind of also want to get. But for now, maybe just those guys. Cashed in quite a lot of money, but I would still trade. No other updates, upgrades. Okay.
How do you like the changes in the movement system, by the way? Do you have any feedback on that?
I saw actually a piece of feedback, which was have an option to have this decimal number hidden.
I also saw that one. You could consider that. Actually, it
Wouldn't be a big
issue
task, yeah.
probably. But sometimes, just so you know, these things that sound very easy are all of a sudden like a big thing because we don't know if then I don't know. Something sometimes can come up and the designers want something that seems very simple from the devs, and then it's like a huge amount of work to make it happen. So no promises there as well. But we can definitely bring that up.
We could have had Prideful here.
Movement is much better. That's good to hear.
Yes, especially in narrow places. It's much better now, thanks to our programmer from Poland, Krzysztof.
Yeah, we also had then to fix quite a lot of places in the campaign, actually, where you could snuck through then. And we had to make them all secure so that nobody breaks a certain scene in the campaign where you should not sneak through. But I think we found them all, so don't try to find more.
I have 2 armies as well, but it's gonna be just warriors, you know.
I like to think there's a priority list as to what needs fixing. Can you confirm or deny? Yes, definitely we have a priority list, and so this is structured in a way that we have like a huge backlog of issues, usually where we gather everything and we organize our production in sprints. You know this also if you work in other kind of tech companies, they also work in this style usually. A sprint is like a 2-week period in our case. We have 2-week sprints. And so we always agree on what we will do within these 2 weeks next and make bundles that make sense and also assign people that make sense to certain topics, because also our devs, they have certain specialties. So for example, one person in our team has a specialty in the battle or in the AI, or in the whole campaign setup. And therefore we can't tackle certain issues at once, but we also need to always consider to spread these topics a bit to the specialties of our developers. And then we are basically doing a bundle in this 2 sprint period, and then multiple of these sprints form an update that we can push out. But also please consider that we have ongoing feature work and content work for the release, where we will release a big bunch of things at once. So the priority is not only on bug fixing, but we are doing this as one parallel topic to the actual feature and content production. And then next week, when you have Bernhard and Quentin here, they can tell you a whole lot more about this, because actually they are the people who organize the work of the development team in these kind of sprints and structures, and they plan out all of our tasks and gather all the estimations, how long things take and how the pipeline needs to go. Sometimes multiple people need to work on the topic in a certain order. It also has to do a lot with planning, and developing games is not only fun in games, I guess, but it is also really needs organization and structure.
Of course, there are different styles. Sometimes you hear, for example, since Larian was mentioned in the stream earlier, I read something that they have a more like free working structure where they can do essentially not anything they want, but they have a lot of freedom in choosing on which features they work next, right? So there are different styles in different companies, but a lot of planning is involved either way, because this is, it's not free. Making games is a long process. Everything needs to be planned. Yeah.
And also probably the style of planning works differently in larger companies.
True as well.
Ours.
Yes, they might have multiple teams essentially working on different features. In our case, it's one big team, right? I'd say, of course, it's structured in departments, but it's one big team that works on the whole thing. But don't listen to us or to me specifically. Listen to Quentin and the things that he and Bernard says next week. Those things will be more true and more in depth.
What about the music production? Is Mr. Sakimoto cooking right now or what? So Mr. Sakimoto was basically, we worked together with him for a set of musical pieces, and I think we approached him in the middle of production somewhere. And I think I never met him, but Alex had a few calls with him. And then, there was like a concept for the music worked out. And we also wrote designs for certain themes, like just something rough, like we need these 5 pieces of map music and they need to evoke these kind of feelings. And there is the dark world and the light world, and please make it a bit different. And according to these larger themes that we have in the story and so on. So you write this kind of concept and then hand it over to him, and he basically made a proposal in his style then, and then we could give some feedback, and he made some iterations on it and handed it back to us. So basically, I think the biggest chunk of content that Mr. Sakimoto was involved in is done. I am not aware that something is still ongoing, but also Quentin will have better overview there.
I wonder if units would have more sound individuality, like Warcraft 3. So you pick units to move and they speak hands or something like that. Did you have these ideas or just waste of time and money?
No, we actually had these ideas. I would not say it's a waste of time and money, but it is something like we considered we would not pick voice actors for, because voice acting is actually quite expensive, especially if you have to employ multiple diverse voice actors for all of the heroes that are in the game, and you can't just voice a fraction of them. You have to decide if all of the heroes should have like voices or not. And so we decided to go more for low-key voices, just like an ambience sound. But actually, I think it is missing for a few units. But in the final game, the goal is that each unit has like a sound that they make, both in the inspection and also on the battlefield when they fight. And these then overlay in a complicated way. Markus can tell you more about this. Maybe there's a dev diary at a certain point about this topic. The whole music production and audio production is a complete different topic. And as said, there are certain people in the company that then take ownership more of one topic like that. Yeah, the Iron Sworn, they moo. Occasionally this breaks as well, and they moo too loud. I think we fixed that by now, but at a certain point they were mooing very loud.
Yeah, now it's not as good as it could have been 10 turns ago. Now I actually was hoping for a crawler or something. Okay, so what do you think about my army here? Bunch of warriors, 2 lancers.
We have one more space. Ah, no. Yeah, that was the unit from the reserve.
Yes, we'll have more here. I want to heal completely.
You can't upgrade any of your warriors.
No.
We don't have any card for that.
No, there's a Prideful here in this bastion, but we don't have it. I don't want to prolong the game even more by...
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, but I will hire a bunch of those, maybe 1 or 2 more.
What are we up against? Maybe we can also inspect
Against
our
the
enemy.
Botanist and Pilaf, the Knight.
Okay, so plants.
Yeah, I think Lancers are pretty good against those, maybe. Because they're ranged, at least they don't take damage from the...
Yeah,
what's it
maybe
called?
you can also
The
inspect
reflect damage.
the perks of them once the battle is over. They have AoE attacks, so we might
Yes.
go better with single bigger units.
Or just put the Forlorn Cavalry in the front again. Because they evade the AoE.
We unfortunately have nothing with a line breaker.
No. Just the call for aid. Summoning warriors on top of them.
That's true.
Here's the knight. Oh no. A lot of knights. Okay. And we don't... okay, those are not line breakers, so this is at least... They're not gonna kill our back row. But yes, soon we will move out. And we have to move to here again. Or to here. I think this one is that one. And where's this, the other one? It's here, okay. Oh, it's not my turn yet, sorry. There's a fight somewhere, right? Yeah. The jelly monsters.
And we buffed them quite a bit, right?
Yeah,
The
they're stronger
Gestalts
now.
are way more strong now.
The worst thing about Crusade, when they are your neighbor and you just don't have locations to grow and you can beat them early because of omens. Yeah, if they move their purgatory and just close you in inside a certain area, it's very hard to break through. You have to use the Dispel Silence card to be able to build anything. But it involves a lot more logistics and stuff.
Yeah, we are also avoid this just by defining like the starting positions in the before the world gen of the different factions. So this is something that the devs actually have control over, but certain map layouts sometimes force us, if there are many players, for example, to put locations close together, or it can happen that the randomization puts them in the spot because it's the only one. Also for the Crusaders, for example, they always have like 2 capital positions, so they need a slot on both sides. And with many players, sometimes it can just happen in the map layout that they are closer together. And it's unfortunate.
Oh, actually, the Gestalt monsters, they're very strong against armored knights now. They have a lot of piercing damage.
So they suffer some casualties here.
Yeah. But it's just too
Yeah,
many
I can
knights.
heal back. Oh, they level a bit.
Level 4 now, and my dude is level 6, and the other one just level 2.
We increased the availability of Dispel Silence some time ago as well. You can recruit an artifact now, which is on all of the temple type locations. So it is both the locations and the buildings that are temple type. Each faction should have one building that should provide that. They can freely place.
I would rather have one more lancer than one more warrior. So here we go. This army is stacked. This one. Yes, okay. I think we might just go and exchange armies on the way to here.
Yes, maybe you can exchange them a bit according to their leader abilities. But we don't have... Do we have believers still?
No, we have no here.
Oh, all of them died.
Yeah. Those guys are rogues, I think. No, they're forlorn. Cavalry and forlorn, yeah.
Yeah, that we can't recruit a hero that we need is something that we are tackling. So hopefully the pieces will fall together and multiple features will solve problems from multiple sides. So best ask Quentin and Bernhard. We have to say this so often today. I'm really sorry about this, but yeah, like we need to be careful of what we can actually talk about because we don't have the authority over this. And yeah, Quentin and Bernhard can take the responsibility for spoiling something. But yeah, definitely there is something in the pipeline that the recruit hero is not so random, right?
I don't know. It's gonna be a dangerous fight again, or two dangerous fights actually. This is going to be very tough. So switch out. I want to keep 4 of them here because they make each other stronger. So I will. What do you think might be a good army composition in our case? So this guy, I don't need him. I would rather have.
Yeah, leave him
this.
in the reserves there. He is also useful. Can you maybe check the leader abilities? I think he is or she's.
Believer primordial?
Any primordials?
No.
Oh,
Architect?
yeah, the
No.
architect. No, also not.
Yeah, this is a weak army. This one is stronger. Yeah, it does not make sense to have reserves on this army because this army does
Should
not
we
have
maybe put the lancer also?
here.
Maybe even in the units. Aren't our constructs buffed by the constructor?
Yes, they are. They are true.
Do we need something with evade now? for the next enemy?
Yes, because the plants, they have AoE. Yes, we could just make the front row out of those guys for the fight, you know, like this. But for the cavalry fight, this is gonna be terrible. So we have just to move both armies together and see which army we face first. Yeah, so let's just move at the moment. Oh, what's happening? Okay, it's which? Oh, I thought it was
It's on the
mine.
other side,
Yes,
yeah.
I was scared for a second there.
That is our capital, and we did not notice somebody was sneaking up there.
Yeah, it's not just 50 gold and the rebuild location. You also have to actually go there and place the dispel silence unit into the location. You know, so it's a lot of, and then return to the location where you can recruit another one. So it's a lot of moving around, a lot of logistics, as I said.
It is a fine line there, right? As mentioned here, it is. We also can't make it too easy to get rid of the silence. Originally, the faction was designed in a way that you can't get rid of the silence at all. Like it is a permanent thing. Actually, in the lore, it also is like that, and we had to make it happen because we also saw that this can be very destructive, especially for multiplayer, and sometimes it's just unfair. Yeah.
We're coming. Few more turns, you're gonna see us in your world.
This looks impressive also because there are so many loot wagons.
Lore question for you, Laura.
The first ones have an afterlife, like the Starborns, or they just turn back into him or something like that. So actually there is something in the lore about it. Our firstborn go back also to the hymn, but they are actually having like a whole death rituals around that. So their bodies manifest to be stone statues actually. So it's like drying up and becoming stone, and then their life energy goes to the ground. And there are also sites in the lore. I don't know if we reference them now anywhere. Could be that once more Lexicanum texts come up, we might put something in there. That there are whole graveyards with old firstborn statues, and yeah.
But that's it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
In general, a firstborn have a way longer life than starborn. Yeah, that was also an idea.
It's also a nice like contrast between the old race and the starborn and the firstborn. The starborn, they go to the sky, and the firstborn, they go down to the earth, right? So
Yeah.
it's cool. Oops.
Have you
Yeah,
seen the lore videos on YouTube? Yeah, check them out.
This card is actually good with all the ranged units. We have a lot of range. So the coordinated attack is good now.
And they are all buffed.
Yes, but for the moment, let me just do this, just for the moment. Because we will need to fight another fight here. Maybe even 2 fights. have to wait now.
Also, you might not know this, but Chimera has like a longer history of really a lot of games that we produced, and this is like the first game since a very long time that we really invested into coming up with an own world and own story. So yeah, this was also coming with new challenges for us. And it was also a long way until we got there. A lot of law discussions. I think we were too passionate about it a bit. We were arguing a lot, really. Yeah, because there were a lot of different cooks and different ideas in the room. But I think in the end, something good came out of it. Also, it was very challenging for the artists because first there were all of these crazy lore ideas, also of the dark world and the light world, and the dark world couldn't have any light sources from above, and they were really struggling at first to get this visualized, and then also find a way how to make the firstborn look good without any eyes, and how to make the emotions and the faces work, and everything like that. But I think they did a fantastic job in the end. But it was a long way to get there, and we had to change our processes in the in the meantime as well. Sometimes it was getting a bit too intense as well. Yeah, the contrast of Angry Birds and Songs of Silence was funny. Yeah, completely different styles of games, of course, and different target audience. Yeah.
And Angry Birds is also not the only game that Chimera made before. We were not involved. Were you involved? A little bit, right, in the Angry Birds game?
Yeah, I joined the company when we were working on Angry Birds Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also made other games as well, not just Angry Birds.
Yeah, these are like our success titles that were released on mobile. But before that, Chimera also did browser games and PC games, and we even started with a title for PC. It was called Wind Chaser, and was also a strategy game. It's very old by now, but I think can you still get it?
I don't think so. We do still have a CD of it somewhere, a CD with the installer for the game, but I've only seen videos.
Yeah, so this is how the company started actually. So yeah, it always has been a company of strategy game lovers, and sometimes just to survive in this industry, you also have to take like work for hire and be smart about which projects you do, also to survive and expand your portfolio to then get other new projects. It's a really harsh industry.
Especially at the moment, yes.
Yeah, especially at the moment. You might have read a lot of negative news about how hard it currently is for developers, and then when people lose their jobs and so on. Yeah, but definitely this game was also a leap of faith to do something that we really like, and that the company really believes in, and to do something that we basically saved up for years. So what do you think? How many more turns until we have the encounter?
I'm just going straight for the capital. I don't care about the encounters.
Sneaky. Yeah, but there is another army in reach now.
Yes, they might be able to reach my smaller army now. Let's see.
Also, they can ambush you now because you're in marching position.
Yes, this
Yeah,
small
in marching
army.
formation.
But this guy, he has no siege perk, right? Yeah, he does. Okay.
Siege
Let's
3.
see. Let's see.
Ooh, that would be great to put that into action. So, which army do they go for?
Yeah, from my experience playing the game, it's around 30 turns where the match ends. Oh, I did not see this one.
Ah, this doesn't look good.
It does not, yeah.
Maybe we can take out one of the units though.
I wanna stun them all.
We fly out, yeah. Oh no, now they get another charge. Maybe that was not a good. Yeah.
Now I wanna run. I don't care.
Yeah, you're right. You're just stalling some time. That's smart, actually.
Would you ever consider players being able to do basic management tasks whilst waiting for the turn? Yeah, you're talking about simultaneous turns, more or less, which is technically a very challenging thing to implement. During one of our events, company-wide, we were talking about things we would love to see in the game, and one of them was this. So basically, simultaneous turns where players could all act independently to a certain degree, or just exchanging units, recruiting units. It's not easy to implement though.
Yeah, and you
Not a
also
lot. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, you also have to consider that if somebody works on a feature like that, it takes a longer time, or multiple people even have to work on that, and then we can't work on other features, or 3 other features that would take up the same time, and then it's a matter of prioritization in the end.
And I don't think this is a feature that we can just add on the fly. I think this is something that should be counted in the architecture from day one, essentially. So cannot promise anything. You can ask Bernard about this, though.
Yes. This sentence was dropped very often today.
Okay. Have a nice evening or nice day for everyone who's leaving.
Yes.
Yeah, this is also a fast army, right? So he's gonna 15. We cannot outrun this army.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also encamped now. You might not be able to win this
To
one.
sneak now. Can we just hide in a forest and not show where and look away?
Yeah, guys, can you just? We can just change the, have the stream starting soon overlay, make our turn.
Oh, that would be actually quite
Well,
tricky.
But it's just for the viewers, because the players
Yeah.
can see it still here. No fog of war, and I cannot hide in this forest here.
Yeah, it was not possible.
Yeah, so unfortunately, no.
It is not possible. But that would have been nice now.
Should we
To just sneak through to the capital and
Yeah.
then siege it with the siege 3.
Should I just fight the other army, maybe, just for fun? I want to see if something like this would work.
But it would weaken us.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's over for us anyway. Don't you think so?
Yeah, probably you're right.
Or should we try fighting the knights?
I think we should go for one decisive battle, trying
So if
the
we
strongest army against the strongest army, and then
Yes,
see
okay.
it will be over.
So let's try the knights then using this, and then if we survive, we can try the other one. But it's gonna be tough. But if you survive, I want to be on this side.
Who do I talk to get hired? I will work for $1 a day. Well,
What can you do?
Well, if you have open positions, I guess they are on our homepage. No.
Nice. This was not too bad, actually. This was actually much better than I expected.
And another level up.
I think this thing helped a lot. Doing the stun after all the knights rushed into
Yes.
one single pixel on the screen.
Did we also get another unit slot in this level up?
No,
I did not pay
not
attention.
this one. Okay, but for the next fight, I actually wanna do this. We can still call the warriors as reinforcements. Yeah, I think also the architect with his laser beam, he was very useful against a lot of cluttered knights as well. Yeah, lancers as well. AoE with annihilate. Evade doesn't help against ranged AoE, does it now? Doesn't say anything on the... Yeah, probably you're right. It helps against trample, but not ranged AoE.
Yeah, it should be in the trample perk description.
Yes.
Sometimes it is hard to keep the overview. Oftentimes we are actually struggling with remembering which part and which effect was attached to which perk at which point in time, if that makes sense, because sometimes it also changes. And then we had this final date of when we needed to complete all the text for the game so they could be sent out to the translation company. So we needed to also make like this fixed decision on, okay, this is how the effect works now. And before that, we were actually more free to make changes. Yeah. And now sometimes we still have the confusion out of what is attached to what.
Yeah, sorry about that. But I think this is also not too bad, actually. Yeah, I think the lancers are doing good work. There's no counter for ranged AoE. Yeah. Only spawning something on top of the unit to just tie it down in melee. That's it.
Yeah, tie it down in melee.
Another level up.
But can we make it through in time?
Oh, it's our turn now. Okay. Heroic return.
You can hop over the locations, by the way.
Oh, actually, I should have taken the in-camp, but I don't think the capital has a lot of units in there.
If you move over the location,
Yeah.
the movement points should be. You should have more movement points left.
That's true. Not all heroes can spawn stuff on them. That's true, and it would be not fun if everything would be countered by everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I actually don't think a perfectly balanced game is the most fun game. There must be some kind of weaknesses to the factions, some kind of differences that make different playstyles possible and counters to things. But yes, ranged AoE is something that there's no perk that denies its effect. Okay, one hero returned.
Okay, but recruitments are locked. So, oh, yeah, there is quite some garrison. Do you want to return our hero? Just for the sake of it.
Nah. Boom. Yeah, the Lancers are... We buffed them, actually, a little bit.
Monster Hunters are already down.
GG's.
Nice. Yeah, so actually, this might be the first match that was won
Might be.
by the developers.
Tell this to Ilchin when she's back, guys.
Yeah. Rub it under her nose.
GG's, and thanks everyone for playing with us. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I would be certainly down to play some more with you guys.
Yeah, sure. Me too. It's fun.
As always, the recording of this will be available on YouTube, right? After one of our co-workers edits the video, the raw footage. Yeah, thanks again. Anything you want to say for the last?
No, it was fun. And I guess we will see you next time then. Oh, we will also be on Gamescom, by the way.
True.
If we have some of you maybe residing in Germany or even traveling to the event from abroad, we will be on Gamescom. You can also play the game there.
Yes, together with all the other indie studios. So if you're there, come over, say hi.
Yeah.
We might have some giveaways. Just come to our booth and you'll find out.
Yes.
All right, guys, thanks a lot and have a nice evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.